Yo, what's going on? Geek Corner. This is your boy, Earth Mac, the mad scientist.
And Vivo, the vibe.
Yo, we are Nerd Talk. And shout out to Boogie Blends. He had an emergency he had to take care of this week, but he will be back. He will be back next week. We got a long weekend this weekend. It's Labor Day weekend. You know, a lot of people off of work on Friday and Monday, respectively. Especially if you in the office and stuff like that. So shout out to those individuals. Today, you know, as far as anime talk, we were talking about CLEVATESS, a dark fantasy anime, and it's not an isekai. Thank God. So, and it is stupendous. But before we get into that, it's two things we're gonna touch on, like gaming wise. One thing is that Helldivers, right? I looked at the player count last night, Vivo, and it was at Steam only, 139,000 people was locked in, and the reason for that is Xbox players can now play Helldivers, so every single platform with the exception of Nintendo Switch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the ODSTs pulled up. It's going down, and yes, and you do have the machine guns, you do have the armor like an ODST, you do have the cape. They gave you that stuff.
I'm about to buy a Spartan armor.
Oh, for real?
Yes.
Oh man, not it don't have the Spartan armor. It's just like the ODST stuff, But here's the kicker to this though.
No, I mean like to wear, like in real life.
Oh, I can't wait to see that. Now, are you going to get the like traditional green, or are you going to do like a different color?
There's the option to buy the kit unpainted, and I'm debating on whether or not I want to do that or just get the standard green. I don't know. Because I go back to the days of red versus blue, and when you can and when you could like customize everything. So I'm on the fence, but yeah, since that Predator suit that I ordered got lost by UPS, thanks UPS, I got a refund for the suit, so I have some money to spend.
Okay, that's what's up, man. And I know with this. I know this was this week for the Xbox players able to play Helldivers because Sony players have been asking, they've been begging for, hey man, we need the ODSTs because there's a lot of shit going on over here in Helldivers, man. You know, we got 3 races of aliens that we got to fight.
They're like, help, send us help.
And I'm like, you wasn't here for the creek. You like Malevolon Creek, like you wasn't there for the creek. But they are there, and I played before I jumped on the show today. I'm loving it, but that's not it, though. That's not even the whole enchilada, because next week, there's a new event that you go to an actual bug planet. Not a planet where bugs are inhabiting it and invading. No, you're going to the actual planet, and you're going inside caves. And you cannot throw down orbital strikes. You are in the cave with your squad with your rifle and your pistol and whatever's on your back.
Oh, y'all going to what was it called? Was it Clendathar?
Yeah.
That's where you're going.
You're going in a bucket. You're going inside a bug hole. That's what, and it showed the inside of it and everything, bro. It's like
nope.
Yeah,
nope.
I'm like, this is why the ODSTs was needed. Because this is it right here, and they got new bugs that flying around, like coming out the ground, because you can see the ground moving and it pops out. And I know you've seen like the Bile Titan that's kind of like walking around. Yeah, there's Bile Titans that fly. They fly.
Now I have to look.
Yeah, it is wild. And I think September 2nd, I think that's when it drops. September 2nd, a new event, and I can't wait to jump up in there, man, because I got to be in the trenches. I bought the ODST armor. I bought like another war bond deal. There's a backpack where you can warp, so you can actually warp past a wall, like you can teleport. and all that shit. I was like, yeah, I'm locked in. I'm locked in 100%. Also, there's been rumors circling. Speaking of Sony, that the PlayStation 6 is coming out 2027. First of all, bullshit. And I mean bullshit if that is true. Because how you gonna put out a PlayStation 6 in 2027? And I looked it up. I think you have only 600 plus games for the PS5 compared to the PS4 3,000 plus. And you added an extra $50 on the PS5 now because of tariffs. But you're gonna sell this PS6 though in 2027. Why? Yeah, I just hope we got the answer. I hope Sony let's wait to 2029. Wait.
That's a long time though, isn't it? I see you drinking that lean and Kugels.
Yeah. Oops. Forced to have it.
No, yeah. I told you they were good.
They were, and they are. They are. I'm on my last one actually. I'm actually on my last one.
No, I got this. What's it called? It's like dragon's milk.
Yeah, like I had that before.
Yeah. That's what I have left, and I'm like, I'm not like a fan of the taste because I'm not a big bourbon drinker, but today feels like one of those days.
Yeah, it is. It is, man. I mean, Summer Shandy is actually good. If you had never had Summer Shandy, you definitely try Summer Shandy to the audience that's out there. And yes, shout out to our now 499 subscribers.
Yay!
Yeah, so we want to wait for 500. So you already know what to do. Hit that like and subscribe button and that notification bell for all our content. And also today is comic book release day too. So there's a good bit of comics that are out right now. Mr. Terrific Year 1, where he meets Batman for the first time. That is out. Planet She-Hulk is out right now. There is an Imperial storyline that's going on that is separate from the regular Marvel continuity. And there's a lot going on. There's a war going on between like the Wakandans and Hulk's planet, Sakaar, and Nova. What? Yeah. And the Kree, the Skrull Alliance and stuff like that.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. That is a lot. People got assassinated. And that caused, because really, I will say this. It was supposed to be like this treaty, right? This meeting. And some of the main people that were involved got assassinated. But it showed a Wakandan armor and vibranium bullet. But instead, it's not Wakandan. It's actually a Skrull. But the Skrull are not alone because they're Skrull hobgoblins, and there's a mastermind behind all of this stuff that's causing this rift that's going on. Because Hulk's son got assassinated. Basically, he got poisoned.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's the first.
Wait, he got taken out by poison. Out of all the things, the poison.
Yeah, I mean, but mind you, now Hulk is a king of a planet. This is not even Earth. This is not Earth. So whatever that his son was poisoned with, it definitely took him out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. So his cousins, him and his fam showed up, and he told Jennifer, She-Hulk, hey, keep watching the planet. I'll be back. And he never came back. So She-Hulk is ruling that planet right now, trying to handle certain conflicts. Because the rule is, if someone dies there in Sakaar, like if there's a king, then they're weak or something like that. And then that caused a lot of conflict within the planet itself. So who's a better person to handle conflicts than a lawyer that's also a Hulk? She-Hulk. So yeah, I mean, it is badass, man. Like the cover is badass. Let me see if I'm gonna find that cover right quick before we jump into CLEVATESS. Let's see, because I bought that immediately. Planet She-Hulk. Oh, Immortal Legends Batman is out right now, and basically this is a separate continuity for Batman. If you're familiar with Tokusatsu, Power Rangers, VR Troopers, imagine Batman in that light, and it looks fire. But yes, this is the cover if you can see it. She-Hulk.
That does look cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be a great cosplay.
I just gave you an idea, didn't it?
I sure did. Especially since right now, since I'm in training mode, I'm built for tough, or I look like I'm built for tough. So,
Mhm.
yep,
Get the She-Hulk on.
yep.
I got some more pictures to show you too. Like there's a matriarch, which is a villain for Wonder Woman. She looks badass too. But that She-Hulk looks nice. That looks tight. I haven't like cracked it open and like read it yet, but I'm definitely gonna do that. But we are going to talk about some CLEVATESS, man. And it gave us everything. It gave us all the feels. All the feels. But I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna give this to Vivo. How'd you feel about CLEVATESS?
I really like this anime. I like it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
CLEVATESS is an asshole.
Very much so. Very much so.
Which is why I love him. He's he was just like, oh, so y'all really gonna pull up in my forest and think I'm not gonna show up on your front doorstep? The way, listen, the way he took out the heroes was disrespectful, but the way that he pulled up to Hidan,
Yeah.
he didn't even give the. And then he was like, I have a question for the king, and then he asked the question, and the king didn't even get through halfway through the answer before he was dead.
Yeah, he was impaled, like easily impaled. So I didn't know, like jumping into this anime, like from the first episode, right? I didn't know what to expect. Like at first, I thought it was isekai because so many times, especially in recent memory, where we see something set in that time period where you got knights and mages and stuff like that. Typically, there's some type of isekai kind of vibe going on, but clearly this is not. This is like some dark fantasy stuff. Like I can't say dark fantasy to the level of Berserk, but
Yep.
but it's giving me those vibes, but a slight lighter version. But yeah, that first episode was a lot. Meaning that you think that these heroes, legendary heroes, were gonna show up and like at least do some type of damage, or it was a straight wash.
No, it was straight. And remember what the first hero that got taken out?
It was at that moment, right?
Huh?
He was the strongest one, wasn't he?
I believe so. Yep, because he was the leader. And it was at that moment when he got taken out, I was like, oh, I'm really invested now. Because what?
Yep.
They were like the equivalent of flies. No, not even flies. They were gnats. They were gnats to him.
Yeah. Effortlessly taking everyone out. And Alicia.
And then.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, and Alicia, like, you. I got vibes from like Attack on Titan because they were following Eren for like he's the main character, and then it was that one episode where you think he's about to do work and then he gets eaten, and then you're like, what, isn't he the main character? Wait.
Yo, that threw me so far in the loop, man. I was like, what just happened? Like, we saw a training montage, okay? We saw that. And then the arm fly towards the screen. I was like, well, damn. Like, whose story this really is? Like, whose story this is for real?
That gave me flashbacks to Akame. Is it Akame got killed? Yep. I was like, so does that mean I shouldn't get wedded to any of the characters in this?
No. That's a perfect comparison. You be hitting the nail on the head, Vivo. Like, it's not Berserk, but it's definitely a Akame ga Kill-esque when it comes to like animation and the dark elements to it. But like, go ahead. What you saying?
Because I agree with that. Like, because it can be kind of lighthearted at times, but then when it gets dark, it's like it's dark.
Yes,
absolutely. You're just like, well, damn, okay.
Absolutely, and I mean. Like this right here, like these were the heroes, and I know if you haven't seen this yet, spoiler alert because we're gonna definitely jump into this. But the red weapons are regalia, and they are supposed to combat against the dark beast that in the dark lands. Which they in going there, they have done damage to like dark beasts up until they met the final boss, and then they got wiped easily. They got wiped, and
Yep.
like to your point, he was like, "Oh, so since you invaded my dark lands, I'm gonna go see about y'all right quick. Let me go to hiding real fast
Yep.
and destroy
Yep.
every damn thing except for a baby."
I
Except for a
know.
baby.
No. He had to be convinced. He had to be convinced, and then that convincing didn't really even work all the way. It was at that point it was whim. He was like, "Well, let's do an experiment." That's basically what it's turning into.
Yeah. So okay, because it's right now it's 8 episodes, right?
Yes.
So from the first episode when he grabbed the kid and he was like, "I can't produce milk. I need someone to produce milk." Oh, well, you're a woman. Let me resurrect you, and yes, produce milk at once. Like,
No, listen. Mind you, everyone, Alicia, when he killed her, she was in pieces.
yes,
So he used his I think they call it dark
yeah,
ichor, yeah, to resurrect her. So basically his essence, his blood, whatever is powering her body. She's still dead. She's still a corpse. She's basically immortal as long as nothing happens to Clevatess. And so, and you see that in later episodes, just what exactly that means, and it's really kind of, yeah, um, it's a lot. It's a lot, especially the sound effects that they use. That was a lot. Um, well, I mean, she survived literally like hurling herself off of a cliff just to take somebody else out with her,
yeah,
and then she had to like heal from that, and it was excruciating to watch and to listen to. But anyways,
yeah.
um, yeah, and so Clementess brings her back, and she's like, "What the hell?" And he was like, "You have boobs. Let me see them."
Like so
He's
relaxed
like,
about it.
and she was like, "What?" And he was like, "You have boobs. That means you have milk. Start producing milk, and let me see your boobs and start producing milk." And but what's hilarious though is even though she was protesting because she had his dark ichor or whatever, he could control her.
Yeah,
So he did see those boobs.
he did. He did see him. You're like, I'm gonna see him.
And
I'm
then
gonna
she
see
had
him
to
anyway.
like explain to him exactly, this is actually how it works with humanoids. I haven't had children, so I don't produce milk. I can't produce milk. So we need to find a what did she
Wet
call
nurse.
it? Yes, a wet nurse. And then cue our exciting quest to find a wet nurse
Yeah,
that
to,
actually leads to more drama, a lot more drama.
yeah. He was like, "Why is this baby crying? Like, why won't it stop crying?" Like he
Oh,
changed her and changed them and everything. It's just
when he
like,
put Luda in like that little pit, and he was like, "Oh, you stink," and then he put Luda in the pit to be cleaned by all. I was like, and then Luna was just there like, "What is happening?"
yeah, like this is weird. Like they would not eat your flesh; they would just eat your excrement and everything else in between. They would clean you.
Yeah, the baby's just there like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, when you think about it, that's hella convenient. That's hella convenient.
It might be convenient, but no, no,
I'm like,
no,
damn. Like you don't never have to like throw away Pampers or whatever. Like it's just disposable. At that
no.
point, he's like, "Why are you still crying?" Even after the fact, like you clean. Why are you? Clearly, you're hungry. I do not have milk.
Like he was listen, and that baby had pipes too.
Yes,
So
yes. Babies have like lungs like there's no tomorrow, and I saw it as cute in a little bit of a sense because he's this boss character, and there are other dark beasts that are out there that are like him, but he's the only one we've seen so far. Even though we've seen like teases, like in the intro, because sometimes the intro always tells the story in
Hmm.
ways, but to see him react to the baby and like, I'm gonna make sure this baby become, because the mission end up becoming, I'm gonna make this baby king, and we're gonna go from there, and we're gonna do what we can to protect this baby. And I really didn't pay attention to the fact that Alicia is still a corpse; she's still dead. So
Yes.
I'm wondering what's going to happen with the ending of this. Like, is Alicia going to die, or is Clint going to? Because he takes the guise of like pretty much a little boy, but can't get rid of his horn though. It's like, so you can't get rid of your horn? Nah, like, I can't do that.
I feel like and then he was like, there's other races that have horns, and Alicia was like, not like that. It's like, and as the episodes have gone on, I feel like Clint, and he goes by Clen, like while he's under in disguise,
Mhm.
um has started to soften some. Like, he's still painfully blunt,
Yes, he's still a dick.
100%, but he's not as bad as he was in the first episode.
I can already see him being more human as the season progresses,
Hmm.
because those barriers that he has up, even though you knew full well what he did at the beginning of the episode, but at the same time, he wasn't bothering anybody. They came to him, and it was like, "Ew, you came to see me. I destroy your land for coming to see me. You disrupt what was going on. I was just vibing, but you came to try to kill me. So obviously,
So one thing that we didn't neglected to mention was that, so it was all well and good that, he then sent the heroes to, um, I forgot what his land was called.
uh,
It was well, his dark beast territories. I
oh
believe
yeah,
there's four big bad dark beasts.
mm-hmm.
So, I mean, and if you want to think about it, if we look back to Japanese mythology, they have the great beast gods. I'm not sure if that's what you call them, but Suzaku, Seiryu, um, Genbu, and Byaku. So it kind of gave me, like, it kind of reminded me of that. Would you make that face for?
You said Byakuo, like Byakko, like a
Yeah,
Yu Yu Hakusho, the one
yeah,
that Kuwabara beat.
yeah.
Wow. Okay, that that Yu Yu Hakusho reference, ladies and gentlemen. But
Yep. But um, so there's four great beasts, and they occupy different territories. Everybody seems to coexist and be happy, but the human territory is very, very small. And so part of the reason why I believe the heroes were sent was so that they humankind could expand. Because right now it's kind of like they are surrounded on all sides by great beast territory. Their world and existence is very small, so there's this push to expand, and in order to do that, they have to clear out the dark beast. However, that didn't work the first time, and so we see, I want to say in this latest episode, Alicia basically talks about, how it was her, like, her desire, um, to specifically work towards making everyone's world bigger. Like, this is a dream that she's had since she was a kid after her dad was, well, I won't get into that. That's, more spoilers, but that's basically something that's driven her to become a hero.
oh,
Um,
oh, spoil away, spoil
Oh,
away.
okay. So her dad gets murdered. And
Exhibit
she
8.
was going, yep, she was going to go. That's the guy that murdered her father, General Drell of the Bolate, is it Bolate?
I think it's Bull
Army?
8.
Bolate
Mm-hmm.
Empire. He's a dick too. Um, uh, but her dad makes her promise not to seek revenge because he doesn't want her to be an instrument of war. He wants her to be an actual hero. And so she sticks to that, and chases after her dream to expand everyone's world, to make everybody, that type of. Um, Another interesting thing, though, is that for all these enchanted and magical beings and weapons, um, he then is that the city that Clen attacked was basically part of the hidden empire, basically, and they were the foundation, the seat of where all regalia came from, because the royal family basically had the special ability and knowledge in order to forge regalia. No other country, nation, whatever had that ability, and so everybody had to rely on Hedon to get their regalia. Hedon also had a royal forge that was basically, I want to say it was the only forge capable of forging the regalia. Like they were the only ones that had the technology and know-how in order to do that. And so when Clen went in and basically destroyed Hedon, it basically caused an entire worldwide conflict among the humanoid kingdoms, because it's like, oh, well, they have all this technology, we need to claim it for ourselves so we can be on top. And right now Bole is the one who has amassed most of the military and magical strength in comparison to the, I want to say, the other, is there like two other nations? I want to say there's two other nations.
Yeah, there's a few other nations. They specialize in like different things.
What was interesting too was that we don't really see any like magic up until maybe, what is it, episode 4 ish, around there. Yeah. And Clen has no idea what magic is. He doesn't know what that is. So that's a new concept to him. And Alicia knows about it, but she's like, I don't have the talent for it. So I never really, it's reserved for certain people that demonstrate, the talent. And so it seems that magic, while present in this universe, is also very sparse in terms of the people that are actually able to use it and use it effectively and use it on a grand scale. And Bolate right now has become such a powerhouse because they have poured all of their efforts into building up their magical capabilities, and right now they are at the top when it comes to magic. And it's explained in one of the episodes how basically use of magic can really, the use of magic and the what is the skill in which one can use it really is the determining factor as to who's going to win.
Mm-hmm. And when you said sparse, it definitely is. It's something like from what I've seen with other anime, like when we see magic, we see a lot of fantastical things. Yeah. Like a lot of rune circles and stuff like that.
Like in Water Magician.
Exactly. Just like that. But here in CLEVATESS, if you are talented in one thing, that's your talent. You're not going to have talent. From what we've seen these first few episodes, if your talent is insects, that's your talent. That's your magical talent. It ain't going to be fire, water, wind, earth, none of that. Insects. That's what you got. Use that. So, same way for and speaking of which, there is another character here. She doesn't have magical abilities, but she's the wet nurse, and this is the reincarnated version of her because she was murdered. Yeah, so Nell is like very, very sweet, and she has that very much of a motherly instinct to it. I hope that there's a cliffhanger somewhere. Like this is like a turnaround point where Nell is really somebody very important. I hope that is the case with her.
That would be awesome. It would also be awesome to see her actually like go all out.
Oh yes, because she's super strong too.
Yeah, because basically Nell initially started off as, her backstory is so sad. It's so sad, but she ultimately gets rescued by Clen and Alicia, and Clen actually, so they encounter her at a bandit hideout where she's essentially a slave, and they treat her as such. She has to deal with a lot of various types of assaults. I'll just say that much.
Yeah.
And this is how she looks presently. She doesn't look like this when we first are introduced to her. And I believe that was she trying to say? Yeah, she was trying to save Luna when she essentially was tricked and essentially became Dark Beast food.
Yes.
And so by the time Clen gets to her, she's been eaten. She gets upchucked, but she's in pieces too. And Alicia was like, "Listen, I've lived my life. Take my dark ichor and save her." Because Clen, I believe, said that he could only use it one at a time, or do it one at a time. I think. And so Clen ends up saving her, and we are blessed with a new Nell. However, in order to piece her back together, he had to get parts. He had to get parts.
Yeah.
And the only thing that he had at his disposal was the body of the Dark Beast troll, Mountain Troll.
Mm-hmm.
And so he used Mountain Troll parts to put her back together. So as a result, Nell has basically the strength of a Dark Beast. Like, she's freakishly strong.
Absolutely. And it showed that in episode 7, because the stuff that she was carrying on her back were super heavy, but she made it look like it's light work. So when the two guys at the door was like, "Let me carry your stuff,"
they were struggling.
I was struggling. She was like, "What the hell you got in here?"
No, but she was like, "Are you sure?" They're like, "Yeah, it's fine." And then he went to pick it up. He was like, "Oh my gosh." Yeah. Which is also really it's great too, because she has this supernatural strength as a wet nurse. And so basically Luna essentially has 2 bodyguards, which is great. Great for Luna.
Yeah. I mean,
who also demonstrates exceptional magical abilities, by the way.
Oh, Luna did?
Yeah.
When? Hold on. I had to miss that. When did that happen?
So what was his name? It was the bandit leader.
Wait. I think I remember now.
I forgot what he did specifically, but Luna basically reacted or did something. I want to say it was with the bandit leader, and it was determined. He was like, "Oh yeah, he definitely has magical talent." I forgot exactly what it is that Luna did. I know that when the Bolate army, Leonard and whatever his sidekick's name was, the chick that has power over iron.
Oh yeah.
When she caught up to him, she was trying to she wanted to test his magical ability to verify whether or not he was of royal blood. But we already knew that he was of royal blood from the jump.
Yeah,
she wasn't able to. Yeah. But Luna has done something previously that demonstrated that he is legit. Like, when he gets older, he's going to be a menace with magic.
And that's the other thing. So this jewel, like right here, she has it, and Maynard has it as well.
Maynard. I'm sorry, Maynard.
Yeah. So that kind of like, is that viewed as regalia too, or is that just something magic users just have on their person?
I don't think that that's something that's standard for magic users. I wouldn't be surprised if it's something that Bolate has developed as it's definitely an amplifier. But I don't know if it's considered to be on the same level as regalia. So I'm more than sure that I'm hoping that they expound upon that a little bit more. Because I didn't pay much attention to the jewel until the last episode, because Maynard's ended up cracking after he got his ass whooped. So
yeah, and why she didn't kill him? That's the thing. Like, you got to take a chess piece off the board, unless he's one of those characters that will eventually end up being a good guy, but I don't see that
I
happening with him.
don't see that.
Yeah,
Not with him.
because
He's no.
maybe the girl, maybe Nail, maybe her, but she got a sick personality too, but she's so calm and cool and collected about giving a baby something, and if it don't work, well, you're gonna die in excruciating pain. It's not gonna take long. Like she said
Yeah,
so calmly. I'm like, she's maniacal. Like, please, someone whoop her ass.
but no,
Like,
like the remember when they rounded up all the townspeople and they basically gave them this explanation. They fed them this explanation as to why they were there and why they needed them to go and find uh, Alicia and Nell.
yeah,
The way that they wove that narrative was like, y'all are some manipulative ass narcissists. Like what?
I was
It was.
impressed.
I was too, but at the same time, I was like, I'm glad that townspeople had enough sense to be like, nah, we gonna handle this our way, but yeah, we'll look,
Yeah,
but we
some
gonna keep
did.
some people here.
Yeah, some people, yeah. Because at first I was like, oh man, they did believe that, but then they decided to protect Luna too. So it's like Luna is getting people to follow her
And
without her even, well, him, yeah, without even saying a word. Like that, which is crazy. That part cannot be stressed enough. Even though Alicia's there, Nell's there, and Clint, he's off somewhere, which we talk about that too. But the fact that they know who Luna is and like, yeah, we got to protect this baby at all costs because this is the future king.
I mean, they were able to put two and two together real quick.
Yeah, yeah. And
So
for Alicia to sit there because when they first got to the end and she go downstairs to get the food, she had to listen to how bad Heroes was being talked about. But I thought she was gonna snap. I thought she was gonna say something. In that point, I was like, "You're just gonna blow your cover if you do that." And I'm so glad they didn't take that route. And then obviously Maynard coming in with his, maniacal insect. She was like,
well,
"Yeah, y'all better not move."
I don't think she said anything too, also because of the previous conversation that she had with Clen, because
Yeah,
she basically said, I'm not a hero anymore. And
yeah,
surprisingly, Clen was like, well, you made a difference in Nell's life, in Luna's life. And so what are you using? Like what definition of hero are you looking for? Because to them, you are a hero.
yeah,
And then he walked off into the forest.
yeah. He was like, "And I never told you not to be one."
Yep.
I'm like, that's such a dickish way to say it. You're like, I never told you not to be
I
one.
like him so much. I like him so much. I'm trying to think of who he like reminds me of. He gives off Byakuya, what's his name?
Yeah, Kuski.
Vibe.
Yeah,
Yeah. He
yeah,
gives off those vibes. He also gives off us Shishomaru vibes too.
yeah. He does. He does. So yeah, this is Clint in regular form. Now, like a humanoid form with the horn that he thinks is not strange. But, like he just doesn't give a damn. That is
He
what it is.
doesn't.
And it's certain things like, okay, because he allowed himself to get knocked out, which shocked me. Like when they got taken by bandits, because I'm like, he's about to end their entire existence
That's
right
what
now.
I thought that too. And they came like when they knocked him the first time, I was like, oh, it's about to be on. And then his ass passed out. I was like, what?
Yeah, please explain.
And then he was like, I forgot. I forgot that this body was weak. Like, bro, what?
Like, how you forgot? Like, come on, man.
And
What
he's
are you?
so nonchalant. Like, he's so nonchalant about it. And he was like, I guess we're just gonna go with the flow.
Yeah, like these are
Like when
bandits,
he
right?
woke up, he literally could have wiped everybody out if he wanted.
Literally, literally. He was like, I'm not gonna blow my cover. If we're gonna get out of this, you're gonna get us out of this, Alicia.
Wait, wait. In the last episode too, the only reason why he showed up was because he got trapped in that giant curse ball or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I was surprised that he was able to show up in his regular form. So I was like, so are you just materializing out of the Dark Icar and Alicia, but anyways, whatever. We'll find out, I guess, in the next episode. Because he literally showed up to tell her, I need you to hurry up with whatever you're doing. I require your assistance.
Yeah.
And then he realizes the situation that she's in. And he's like, oh, I see.
You can't heal right now.
He was like, oh, and by the way, so when Alicia went initially to face Clem the first time, like with a group of heroes, she had a regalia. They all had regalias. Well, when they got wiped, Clem took all the regalias and basically threw them into a crevasse in his territory, never to be seen again. I mean, potentially could be excavated, but I don't know that any human is going to try to do that in the heart of Dark Beast territory. So she didn't have a regalia. However, during the bandit incident, she actually gets another one because apparently there was a, regalia that was lost. Was it hundreds of years before or something like that? It was some time before, by a legendary hero, who it turned out went up against an ancient one. So they have these dark beasts that are so old, and honestly, I'm curious as to how the ancient ones would stack up against our 4 main dark beast rulers. That unless, because they haven't really said if the 4 dark beast rulers, they themselves are ancient ones.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to find that out. But anyways, and so basically this legendary hero lost against this dark beast that essentially was an ancient one. And there were also an additional swarm of, they're like, what were they, like salamander fish type dark beasts that would swarm, and they lived in this, because the bandit hideout was basically an old mining operation. And so the dark beasts were located in this, essentially this giant mining pit, that had, I forgot how they explained how they came to be where they are. But nobody knew that at the very bottom of the pit was an ancient one. And so that's where the regalia was. And so because Alicia basically is dead.
Yeah.
In order to get the regalia, she basically jumped to the bottom of this pit that was filled with water. She put herself in a barrel and basically had to fight. She had to let herself drown and stay conscious while she was drowning.
Yeah, which
was crazy. But she got that regalia called Stream Splitter. That's a bad regalia. It's sweet.
That's a bad mamma jamma. I think the official name for it is the Aegis of the Azer Sky, and it has wings. And I think it was something where Clem was talking about how everything is pretty much made out of water, or to some remnant of it, when she was covered with insects. But he also said something that was kind of ominous too. So I don't know. He's not really familiar with the regalia, but I think Alicia is going to level up exponentially throughout the episode or whatever the case may be. But yes, that is a bad deal right there.
Listen, Clem basically, when she got the regalia, her new one, he was like, I'll hold on to that for you.
Yep.
Listen, he was about to make her toss it, and she was like, absolutely not. And he was like, okay, well, I'm gonna hold on to it. And so in this latest episode, she ends up getting it back because she was in that dire of a situation.
Yeah.
And when I tell you, she got a hold of that thing, she did one attack.
Yeah.
One attack.
That's it.
And took out every single insect. She took out that entire swarm. Every single one that was there. Every single one. And it was at that moment that the townspeople were like, oh, she's a hero. Like, this is what a hero's like.
Yeah. Yeah. Y'all should stop talking bad about him. Like, I mean, everybody else got wiped. Not this one. Well, she got wiped too. But she got revived. And, she got Icar in her. But, it's whatever. But I will definitely say, the fight between her and Darrell, I feel like they're gonna go 1-on-1 later on. Like it's gonna
Yeah, I'm
be something
interested
crazy.
because we also found out during this latest episode that apparently Drill has the backing of one of the big four dark beasts. He's not even
Yo,
human. He's not
I
even human at this point.
yeah, I feel like he is, but he's not at the same time. I don't know if that makes sense,
Listen,
but
listen. In the last episode, not this one, the I think episode 7, when Clint actually confronted him and got Drell did that super special magic move or whatever.
yeah.
He said that he sacrificed his human body and basically he's the sword now.
Oh, that's what we get. Okay,
He's
that
not.
makes sense.
And he has 3 eyes, bro. Like he's not human.
Man, listen, when somebody talks to you after you impale them, and he was like, I knew you was gonna do that. I knew you was gonna do that. Oh, yeah,
Listen, he's on some Kethric shit, and I was like, "Is this Baldur's Gate? What's happening?"
First of all, I knew he was real.
He gives me Kethric vibes. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm done.
Oh yeah, you want that? How long has Baldur's Gate been out? It's been 2 years.
Yep.
It's been 2 years. I thought it'd been longer than that. Actually, I'm gonna jump back on Baldur's Gate too. By the way, I will. I will.
Listen, we got to do a co-op playthrough.
Don't I have to be like a certain? Oh, I have to start it over from scratch, right? It'll be level 1. Okay, all right.
Well, no, I mean, yeah, specifically for co-op. Well, yeah, no, for co-op, I think that if we were all to do one a playthrough, then we would have to start new characters. But I'm okay with that because I kind of want to do a dirge run.
Okay.
I'm already like between all of my characters right now, I have like 250 hours in, and I think my top 2, I have like 92 hours on one, and I think I'm approaching like 70 hours on the other.
Okay.
And we can download all the mods. It's gonna be so great.
I'm cool with that. I'm with that. I'm actually with that because we've been meaning to do a co-op on Baldur's Gate anyway. I think Boogie has Baldur's Gate, if I'm not mistaken, because I think when we first jumped on, I told him what level I was, and he was like, all right, man, get your weight up, that kind of thing.
Yep.
Yeah, he was on that hardcore. But so Darrell versus the army, like I forgot the name of the character that had the ice magic with his regalia, but he had more soldiers than Darrell and his army at that point in time. Like, bro, and while this man is calm and relaxed as he's complimenting you on your battle strategies, he's like, oh, you froze the whole entire land with exception of this space right here, but you got mages that just keeping it maintained.
He was gassing him up.
Like a brilliant strategy indeed. And I was like,
Road. I think that's his name.
Road. Yeah. So I'm like, bro, if this man is not panicking and he's calm and he's complimenting you, even though you got more soldiers than him and his soldiers are getting washed, you might want to back the fuck up. You might want to get up out of there, Chief. I mean, because the minute he got off that horse, it was a wrap. It was a wrap. He said, I'm going to spare your life based off the fact that you successfully, use strategy to take out the majority of my army. But tap me again, though, you will die. So I don't know. What was the reason of Darrell killing, Alicia's dad?
They used to be friends. I think that was his best. They used to be best friends. And it was kind of, what is it? It was, I don't want to use Naruto and Sasuke as an example because I know that there's better examples to use, but it was kind of like Sasuke wanted to kill Naruto in order for him to like progress. It was kind of like that type of deal.
Because his dad was like, well, her dad was like, nah, once they finished doing what they was doing, he was like, I'm gonna go live my life over here.
Basically, he was like the strongest master swordsman.
Yeah. And
I don't know that he deserted because Bolate was doing the most.
Yes.
But I believe that he technically, I think he was in hiding. Mm-hmm. And then Drell found him.
Yeah, it was on and popping from there at that standpoint. And now when Clint showed up, everybody stopped and paused what they was doing. But like I said earlier, like when Clint impaled Darrell and Darrell threw that,
That
that
Pokeball.
like that third eye, he was like, yeah, I'm gonna.
Listen, he caught Clint like he was a damn Pokemon. He really
Definitely caught him.
did.
I can. You know what? Now that you said it, I cannot unsee it.
He just, I'm like, so is that like what it's like inside a Pokeball? They just be curled up like.
Yeah, because you saw the inside of the Pokeball.
Yep.
That's exactly how it looks. Like, nah, you can't even party in there. Like, now, except for Robot Chicken, I think someone went inside Pikachu's Pokeball. And it was like there was a disco going on.
Listen, on a completely unrelated note, I need them. I need them to bring back Robot Chicken.
Yes, absolutely. And also, side note, I know we talk about Pokemon, but Digimon Time Strangers is actually coming out soon too, so you might want to hop on that.
Oh, wait, is that's an anime, right?
No,
it's a game.
It's RPG. Yeah,
I'm so
you
excited.
can train Digimon, make them Digivolve and all that stuff. And I'm gonna just
wait. Did you see the new Pokemon? Did you see the new Pokemon game they're coming out with, where basically you just in the city?
That's on Nintendo Switch, I would assume.
Yep. It's like you in a big ass city, and they have wild zones in the city, which are basically green spaces, and you can go catch your Pokemon. I'm just like, I want to explore the hills. I want to go through the mountains.
I mean, can you give us something that Power World gave us? Just a thought.
They're not. The way they went after Power World.
And look, I understand why they went after Power World, but I don't understand at the same time, because you had ample opportunity to do the exact same thing, and everybody would have been Gucci. But you didn't pull the trigger on that. Power World did, and now you're pissed. We're going to sue your ass. That's exactly what's going to happen. Like, oh,
yep,
you did something better than us. We don't like that. And you copied us. Now, mind you, there's some things that are like blatant. It was like,
oh, yeah.
Like, really? But either way, though, I'm going to send you that link for Time Strangers, man, because you're going to be like, your eyes are going to be wide as eggs. Like, I feel like the amount of time that you put in Baldur's Gate, you're definitely going to put in Digimon, Time Strangers.
Oh, yeah.
Just on GP. But yeah, so this is where we're at with CLEVATESS so far. So the bestial form is in a Pokeball. Still don't know how Clint was able to escape that in his human form. So is he vulnerable now? Like, I don't understand what's going to happen with that.
Next time on this episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, that's exactly what it says.
We about to find. It's a cliffhanger. This episode ended on a cliffhanger.
Yeah, he just pops up. You're like, yeah, I need you. Like, no.
Literally, he told her to hurry up like 3 times.
Yeah, can you hurry up and kill this dude? Like, speed us up.
And then he only gave her the regalia so she could hurry up. That's the only reason why he gave it to her.
Yeah, he gonna snatch that shit right back. Yep. You're like, you're done here. Give me that back. You cannot play with this. But why though? Well, I guess he could use it to kill him. I guess.
No.
But, I mean, I don't think she's able to do that. I think they already built a relationship.
I think that would be against her interest if she still wants to be animated.
Yeah.
And I don't think that she would even be able to, because he can control her, like, literally. He can, like, everything flowing through her veins, he can control her body.
Yeah, pretty much. Did he make a joke? It wasn't there another, like, soldier or somebody like that Alicia was complimenting, and Clint was like, how boyishly you act, she's not attracted to you or something like that, and she spit out her coffee.
Oh yeah.
See, like, it's not like drinking coffee for the first time, with Clint. Like, what is this? This is actually good.
He basically the way that he said it, the way that he said it too was like he was making fun of the fact that she was poor, like that, and it was like he was ignorant, like he didn't realize, but the way he said it,
yeah.
And she was like, "What? I grew up in the boonies. We didn't have access to this." And he was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah. It's like, I find it amazing. You didn't have this coffee. Oh man, but yeah, Clevetis is really good. This is like, I can't say it's a sleeper, but just like I said last week, I thought Lord of Mysteries just had it locked in for anime of the year because of the animation style. It's still at the top, definitely top three, but Clevetis is definitely up there, and Gachi Akuda is definitely up there. Speaking of Gachi Akuda, the creator for Gachi Akuda, I guess somebody said something to her about a certain character or whatever, and she was like, "Won't you leave the house and get a job?" I was like, oh,
I was like,
hurt feelings report, hurt feelings report.
They they took it there. She took it to hell.
Yeah, pretty much. Like she, go touch grass. That's
Wait,
what it
did
is.
the
Man.
newest episode of Gachi Akuda come out already? Did I not? Oh, maybe I missed it.
I got to catch up, actually.
Wait, it is on Sunday, right?
I think so. Don't make me to lie.
Let me.
Don't make me to lie. Because there's a bunch of anime out there. And I'm behind on Kaiju number 8.
Listen. Episode 9 of CLEVATESS is out.
Yo, see, that's one we ain't even checked out yet. So yeah.
Yep.
Episode 9 of CLEVATESS is out. So go ahead and check that out, man. But
Gachi Akuda. Sometimes when I'm looking, I think Mukoshu Tensei is supposed to be getting season 3. God. Here we go.
Well, I mean, they got some tough shoes to fill.
And yep, episode 7 of Gachi Akuda is out as well.
Cool.
Yes.
All right then. So I'll check out episode 9, catch up with Kaiju number 8, and some other anime. But we be back next week for some more geekdom goodness, for some more video game news, some more anime news, some anime coverage and stuff like that. And you got anything else for the listeners out there, Vivo Divide?
Nah, thanks for tuning in. We're going into this long Labor Day weekend, so be safe and make good decisions.
Mm-hmm.
Have fun and wash your butt.
Yep. Make sure you clean that balloon out.
Stop!